Hello. Another thing that I have noticed that is totally different about America and Kenya is that whereas tunanunuanga gari na number plate, that the new cars have the newest number plates. In America, it's not the newness or the oldness of the car, but the time of registration. Because every time you buy a car, whether it is new or old, it has to have its own registration. So you will pay for the registration of the car in your name, and then you're going to get different number plates. So it's not like in Kenya where the newest cars are the ones that get the latest number plates, making it also a big challenge to sell your car because it is determined by what is the number plate. Here, no. So you can find someone who bought a car that is of 1990 today and has the latest number plate. That's one thing that is very amazing about this place. Annually, you must pay for your registration. And once you pay for the registration, you're given a number, a tag, which they call a tab, T-A-B, B for boy, T-A-B, Tom Alpha Bravo. And that tab is what makes your ownership of the car legit. If the police star is behind you, either passes your car while it's parked, or is behind you, and checks your tabs and they are out of date, that's a traffic violation. Whereas in Kenya, ukinunua gari, it's a one-off payment for registration for that car. Here, it's annually renewed. So, and by the way, I came to notice, and I noticed this when I was paying my tabs for 2025, that it also depends on the zip code. The previous zip code, I was paying $353 annually for my tabs. After I moved to my new city, you won't believe it, I paid $105 for the year. When I was in the previous zip code, my insurance was $890. After it had gone to $960 annually for insurance. No, every 6 months for insurance. Once I moved and changed my address with my insurance, I was given back $269. And this year, when I came to pay for my renewal of insurance 6 months, I paid $670 versus $960 or something like that. Zip code matters. Well, so unaona, that's something that you won't find in Kenya, but you'll find in America. So number plates huku, it's not determined by the newness of the car, but at the point which a car is registered. Yep, that's one thing I will not miss. And by the way, I used to wonder why my colleagues were driving very old vehicles and the Americans. Unaona mtu ameendesha gari, it is chipping paint like they don't want to know. Like they don't want to know. And they said, who is going to get another car loan? Remember, in America, everything is bought on credit. So, even your own car is bought on credit. Unless you have been able to save over, if you're buying a car that is $6,000, yep, that you can be able to save and buy a car without a loan. But if you want to buy a good car, maybe a newer version of a car, or a newer model, or whatever it is, then you know we are talking about $15,000, tukisonga tukiendaga $100,000. So most people buy vehicles on credit, not with credit, on credit. So if you finish paying your loan for the car. Who is going to go again and get a loan for the car? So they would prefer to drive this old one until the doors and wheels fall off. I get it very well. That's the difference between the US and Kenya.